with Mike Trainer. Tell me what your role is for the Ride for Kids.
My role today is to come here and have a great time.
Okay.
But
Which is easy to do, let me tell you.
Yes, but actually I'm the founder of the Ride for Kids program. Back in 1984, I started it along with some motorcycle friends of mine and my wife, and our idea at the time was simply to try and find a way to do something to stop the terrible deaths that we saw that was going on with kids with brain tumors. And this was, of course, 26 years ago. Now, some $50 million later, we have events in 39 cities across America, thanks to American Honda Motor Company, which is a tremendous sponsor for us. And thanks to the help of motorcyclists all over America, we've been able to really and truly make a difference in this disease. And we're beginning to see some new procedures for the care of the children that are less invasive and more create better results than we've had in the past, which is the whole reason why we're here.
And something like, I mean, one of the gentlemen that I was driving with said that a huge amount of the money that you raise, which is unusual for a lot of nonprofits, goes directly to the cause.
Yeah, over 80% of the money goes into our programs. And so the end result of that is, and the reason why that happens is because we have an enormous volunteer base that we have here in Southern California and all over the country. And so we have a very, very tiny staff. We actually have 24 people on our staff to run a program that ultimately impacts about 200,000 people.
Amazing. It's just fantastic.
But
well,
that's the result of that is
yeah.
really from all our volunteers.
Right.
And
there's such
down.
a dedicated bunch of people. It's really amazing to see. And also, they sold me on a motorcycle. Now I'm like totally hooked on motorcycles.
That's wonderful.
So I'm very excited.
Good for you.
Hooked on motorcycles. I have a passion for it. So I'm here with Michelle Higa, right?
Yes.
And you are a survivor for how many years?
I'm going on 11 years.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
And so you have been participating in the Ride for Kids for a long time, and you've been on the motorcycle. Actually, we're
yes, this
in
is
front
the
of it. That's the one you went on.
Today.
Okay, but you've done this so many times. Is it still a total thrill?
It is. I look forward to this every year. It's so much fun. We get to legally run red lights with.
I know, isn't that cool? I love that.
I mean, we don't get to do that
Yeah.
very often.
Yeah.
I mean, some people do run red lights anyways, but at least we're legally doing it.
Right. Yeah, it's very, very cool. And then when you turn around and you see all of the bikes behind you, what does that make you feel like?
It's just amazing. I've never seen so many bikes together all at once, and when you're looking back, it's like endless. All you see is bikes, motorcycles, bikes, Harleys, everything, and the trikes, sidecars, and it's just forever. You turn around and you really can't see the end of it. And if you're in the middle somewhere, you can't see the beginning, you can't see the end, and it's just amazing. And I know all the other kids love to come too. It's just a highlight.
Right. So it's one of the things that we were talking about before that you kind of don't think, I mean, motorcycle riders or drivers or whatever you call them, you kind of don't think, they look like they might be tough or serious, but they're super dedicated to this cause. Why do you think people get so behind the Ride for Kids cause?
I think because it's just a great event and it's a great cause. And I mean, there's a lot of publicity on other types of cancer, but pediatric brain tumors are one of the leading causes of death in children. And a lot of people don't realize that,
Right.
and it doesn't have the same celebrity backing as a lot of other causes. And I think the motorcyclists realize this, and they see that, you know, children are dying, children are suffering, and they don't want to see that happen. So they take the time out of their days, they work hard, they're so generous, and I mean, they put this together, and now they're the leading, the Ride for Kids, the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, all supported by motorcyclists and bikers. They put so much money, and they're the leading research funders for pediatric brain tumors.
It's amazing what people can do when they get together and they're really focused and it's so much fun. I mean, it's really fun. It's a really life-affirming event to be in the bike and riding along the coast.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and a lot of the public is really fun. They'll wave and we'll wave.
It's like you're on the parade.
And it's nice because it does. It gives us our moment to be kind of at in the parade, practicing our beauty queen wave
That's always
and whatnot.
good.
So
yeah, it's great. So you have to give a little speech later.
Yes.
Okay. Well, have you eaten anything? You want to go have some food to get your strength up? Okay.
Thank you.
Speaking of food, I don't know have you ever had fondue before?
I have had fondue once, but not really the professional type, kind of my
You
own
just like some
homemade.
melted cheese and like you
Yeah.
stuck something in it. Okay, that's about the kind of fondue that I've had. But there is a new place actually in Torrance, if you ever get a chance to go there, called the Melting Pot, and it's all fondue. Let's take a look. Good luck with your speech.
Thank you very much. I'll go there after.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Spotlight Torrance, where we're exploring your city. I'm Alexis Sita. Oh my God, I didn't mean to do it that much. Sorry. And if you'd like to help the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, go to pbtfus.org.